The law, statutes, and commandments give you morality. It gives you a sense of life. Unmorality is you choosing death. That's what that is. So when you decide to, want to be the biggest drug dealer in the world, that's a bad sense of shame. All right, ain't nothing glorious about that. Your life is dependent on somebody else's death, literally.
Right.
That's really what that is. That's a shame. All right, and then also too, children are being unalive in the process, and people are losing their mothers, their aunties, their uncles, their fathers, and you're in prison and all this terrible stuff, man. It's all because you want to be unmoral. And to be unmoral just means that you don't keep the laws at all.
Right.
You don't keep the commandments or the statutes. But to be moral means that you have a soul, that you want to live. And that's where the law, statutes, and commandments come from. That's literally why we keep the law, statutes, and commandments, because so that way you can actually live and not be unalived, or not to be in the grave, so to speak. That's the purpose of it, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 4. Whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promise.
I'm sorry, hold on one second. Which verse is that?
Verse 4.
I want you to read it one more time.
Verse 4. Whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious
Promises.
That by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature.
Go ahead. You got it.
Having escaped the corruption.
Escaped
the corruption that is in the world through lust.
Right. So now this is saying, because you receive all these things that Christ has taught us, the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Now, of course, with the law, statutes, and commandments, it's not okay. It's simple, but there's things that come with it. Like, in order to serve the Most High, it's not grievous. Like how Paul said, the laws are not grievous, right? But at the same time, you have to put in the work to serve the Most High. You have to put in the work to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. And to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, you have to apply it. You have to live it day by day. You have to live this thing. You can't just say, I serve God, and you don't do anything that he says to do. What are you talking about? Right. Faith without works is dead.
That's right.
All right? Because if you're not applying what Christ said or what the Most High said, then you're sinning. That's what you're doing. And period. Like, that's really it. If you're not applying anything that they are, that the book says, you ain't doing nothing.
That's right.
Like, what are you doing? Nothing. You are lazy. You are just filth. And that's it. You are a piece of garbage. All right? Because you ain't doing nothing that the Bible says, but yet you serve God and you love God.
That's right.
Well, my question is this: what God are you talking about? Because it can't be the God of Israel. Because as far as the Bible, this only belongs to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians.
That's right.
And that's a different topic for another day. All right? And it's proof. This Bible is not for everybody. It is for a particular type of people, a nation, tribes, so on and so forth. All right? And this is all in the Bible. These ain't my words. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 5. And beside this, given all diligence.
Mm-hmm.
Add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge.
Right. Now, once again, Peter is elaborating of what the law, statute. Okay, so with the law, statutes, and commandments, which Christ had showed us how to keep, he's telling you and explaining what it gives you, what it does for you. I saw the word diligence. Diligence is zeal. Because of the law, statutes, and commandments, you have the zeal to continue to serve the Lord. Because it comes with benefits. All right? And everything that you do There's an outcome. When you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, there's an outcome. And the outcome is that you are going to, you know, do righteous deeds. You are going to be rewarded by the Lord. Now, of course, you can have persecution that comes with this as well. Don't get it twisted. That can definitely happen. People will make fun of you, talk about you. They will not like you because you serve the Lord, because you are moral. And that's how it should be, because that should let you know that you are doing the right thing. You are living the best life. Because in this day and time, can you imagine telling somebody that you should not unalive a baby in your womb and they tell you that it's not a baby yet? And they get upset with you. Imagine women not wanting to take accountability for the thing that is inside that person, that living person inside of their belly. Imagine that. Imagine somebody get upset with you because you tell them if you smoke weed, you are a drug addict.
That's right.
But yet they tell you, no, I'm not an addict. But then they get upset and look at a person who smokes cigarettes as an addict when they're not. Imagine that. And imagine telling the person you don't smoke because you are not a sinner. And you don't smoke because it's unlawful. Imagine that. Also, too, imagine telling a man that they are borderline LGBT lifestyle when they want to go after somebody else's woman and have intercourse with them. Imagine that. They think that you're weird because you don't want to have intercourse with somebody else's woman. Well, if there's more women than men, I'm sorry, if there's more women than actual men out here, why can't you just go ahead and get your own woman that's not being touched or being humbled by anybody else? Why can't you just talk to somebody who's not being occupied? There's available women out here. I mean, there's so many single sisters out here. Why can't you just talk to that sister who is single? But yet you want to talk to the sister who is taken. I think you really want that man.
That's right.
You really want that woman's man. Because why would you want somebody else's property? Why would you want somebody else's woman? That's weird. That is absolutely weird.
Right.
All right, like that's very weird. Like you have a issue, you have a problem, you need help. Okay, you need some help. Like that is very LGBT lifestyle. You are on the spectrum of that. But anyway, I'm getting on the point to say this. We have to get back to actually showing each other respect, showing each other, that we actually care about one another.
That's right.
Because of the lack of respect and all the disrespect, this causes a lot of issues for us. And we got bigger problems, man.
That's right.
If you do not know, America and the rest of the earth is at war. All right? It's happening right in front of your eyes. Y'all just hearing about Israel and Palestine and Russia and Ukraine. There's more than that happening right now. It's just not being covered on the news. Okay, it's not being covered on the media. Like you gotta open up your eyes. You gotta really pay attention. It's time to put the weed down because you are a weed addict, and it's time to really, get busy and stop being silly and immature. All right? It's time to really stand up if you are a man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, and you sisters, man, it's time for y'all to stop being so silly and goofy all on the internet. And every year it's the same thing.
Right.
Oh, a man can't do this, a man can't do that. Like damn, every year it's the same thing. Like the topics are the same: child support, being an independent Black woman, and what a man what's in a man's bank account, what he has to have in order to take care of me, and then a man. It's always about something about whores. It's always about these promiscuous women. Okay, like it's the same topic and same thing every single time. It never fails. Every year, it's always the same thing. Every year. And I want to ask y'all: do y'all get burnt out or tired of saying the same thing and living the same life? Like honestly, do y'all get tired? I don't think y'all do. I don't think so. But go ahead.
Verse 7. And to godliness, brotherly kindness.
Yeah, brotherly kindness. Yeah, we don't have that. Brotherly kindness is something that we do not have. And that's what you need. All right. You need somebody to actually, be there for you. All right. You need somebody to actually, be kind to you, because all you know is, you know, just people being rude and you being disrespected and people playing with you, playing with your life, playing with your time. You need somebody to actually show you, like, hey, you know what? I got you. You my brother. I'll lay my life down for you. All right. Is that hard to ask for? And also too, you are so afraid of even having a relationship with anybody because simply you have been betrayed by everybody that you know.
Right.
Family, friends, your children, your woman, relationships, you name it. I get it. I get why you got trust issues, but look, you are going to have to open up to somebody.
That's right.
Everybody is not the same. All right. There are some people out here who might actually give a damn about you. They may just care about you. They may actually lay their life down for you. You never know. I mean, in the ISUPK, man, I've been shown love, more love than I ever been shown in friendships with people outside of this school and family members as well. Like this is my family.
Right.
These are my friends. Actually, give me the precept where I want you to type this in your phone. Give me the precept that says, "Ye are my friends if you keep the law." So when you put that in your phone, right, at the end, always hit KJV. So paraphrase it and then hit KJV, and you got it. And this is Christ, man. Mm-hmm. Got it. Got it, warrior, or not yet. All right, no sweat. But yeah, once again, that brotherly kindness. That's what you need. And you sisters out here too, man. Y'all need to learn how to be a sister to another sister. Stop being so messy all your goddamn life. That's why you ain't got no friends. And you don't get along with anybody. Like, come on now. It's time for us to be mature out here. Like, how long will you go, living life just being a goddamn child? I don't understand. You found it?
I think so, sir.
You got it. Go ahead, warrior.
John chapter 15, 14 to 15.
Oh, yeah. That's it. You got it.
You are my friend.
Ye are my what?
Ye are my friend.
Yeah, ye are my friends. Keep going.
If you do whatsoever I command you.
Right. Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. Whatever I order you to do, and you do it righteously, of course, because, Christ didn't tell us nothing bad and wrong.
That's right.
He didn't steer us in the wrong way. He told us, the great things to do. But of course, if you listen to what I say to you and I order you, keep going.
Henceforth, I call you not servants. For a servant know not what his Lord does.
No. I need you to read that one more time.
So lucky.
It should say friends, right?
It said, ye are my friends,
Right.
if you do whatsoever I command you.
Right. So ye are my friends if you do whatever I command you to do. All right. So we have that bond. We are friends. And it also says that you will no longer be considered servants. Okay. You are my friends, and that's what it is. And you go ahead and drop that. Okay. Also too, back to Second Peter just real fast. Can you grab that just one more time? And you left off what, verse 6 or 5? No. I think it was 6. No. It was
5, sir.
no. I think it was 7 actually, because you said brotherly, right?
You're right.
All right. Read 6 for me, please. Thank you.
Verse 6, and to knowledge temperance,
Mm-hmm.
and to temperance patience.
Right. Now let's see what temperance is. All right. 'Cause that's very important. Let's see. One second. Temperance, moderation in action, thought, or feeling, restraint, and yeah, that's it. So, being temperance just simply means um, watching yourself, how you think and how you go about things. So that's why it says moderation in action, thought, or feeling, restraint. All right, being temperance. Um, simply means like you want to like control yourself and how you think and how you feel and things of that sort. You know what I mean? And how you move with your actions. So can you read 6 again?
Verse 6, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience.
Right, patience. Patience is very, very, very good, and that's something that you do need, because with patience, it's going to actually. I mean, patience kind of go hand in hand with temperance, because if you don't have patience, you may just do something that you may regret later. Patience is something that you need to dealing with people, situations, so on and so forth. You want to be patient. All right. Patience is something that everybody does not have.
That's right.
But you want to practice and learn to build it up. All right. Because patience is definitely something that you will have to have when you are dealing with people and their problems and situations.
That's right.
All right. Go ahead.
And to patience, godliness.
Yeah, godliness. So godliness in a sense is, let me get it, but like more like, righteousness.
That's right.
Godliness. Hold on. 1 second. All right, godliness, or godly, divine, devote. So yes, so something that is that is right, that's correct. All right, godliness, something that is holy, separate, good in a sense. Go ahead.
Verse 7, and to godliness, brotherly kindness.
Yeah, brotherly kindness. All right. If you bump into a brother, just say, "Hey, I apologize." Excuse me. Otherwise, how you say excuse in Hebrew is salak. Yeah, salak. Salak is excuse. But if you want to say excuse me, salakia. Salakia. All right. Now you want to be careful too with these Hebrew words, because you don't want to sound like, them other cats. It's salakia, not salakia, or yeah, it's not salakia, because there's no e, there's no vowels in Hebrew. All right, no vowels in Hebrew at all. If you hear a vowel, that's not Hebrew, that's Yiddish. All right, it's salakya. Yeah, salakia. You know, when you say it faster, salakia, excuse me. All right. Or better yet, forgive me. It's the same thing. Go ahead.
And to brotherly kindness, charity.
Say that one more time.
And to brotherly kindness, charity.
Yeah, brotherly kindness and charity, which is love. Charity is another word of saying love. All right. Because when you think about it, we have a thing in America or in the earth, it's called charities. Charities is when you give something to someone else. That's you showing your love. So like food drives and clothing drives and all those things. Charity just simply means when you give somebody something else. But of course, it's something good out of respect. All right, charity. Charity is it's love in a sense. Okay, charity is you giving back, giving to someone. In a nutshell. All right, it's not the exact definition, but damn near. Go ahead.
Verse 8. For if these things be in you and abide, they make you that ye shall neither be buried nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Yahweh Mashiach Christ.
Okay, and that's fine. Give me the one precept. Let me see. Select it. Let me see real quick. Give me the one precept where it talks about. Actually, let me get Joshua 1:7. I want Joshua 1:7. No, you know what? You know what? Hold on. Proverbs 27:17. Bible show. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. The water.
Proverbs chapter 7, verse 17.
27:17.
Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. Iron sharpens iron.
Mm-hmm.
So a man sharpens the countenance of his friend.
Right. Iron sharpens iron. You know what I mean? Like you got two swords, right? You got these swords right here. You got a black sword, and we got a red one, right? When you rub these two together, right? When you rub these two together, they sharpen each other. Just like a chef. When you're cooking and you rub both of those, tools together, those knives together, what happens? It gets sharper. It gets more, just defined. All right. And iron sharpens iron. And that's what brotherhood is. With brotherhood, you sharpen each other. How do you sharpen each other? You correct each other when you are in the wrong. That's what you do. Okay. You help each other out. You look out for each other. Also, too, help, give me that. Actually, I want you to stay right there. I want you to read it one more time, please.
Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, iron sharpens iron. Keep going.
So a man sharpens the contingency of his friend.
No. Consonants? Are you saying? Hold on 1 second. Are you saying consonants?
Yeah, consonants.
All right, I want you to read it one more time, please. Salaki.
Verse 17. Mm-hmm. Iron sharpens iron.
That's right.
So man sharpens the consonants
of his friend. That's right, and that's what it is. Okay, so when iron sharpens iron, right? Meaning that when you got to go ahead. When you sharpen, okay, so in a nutshell, when you help yourself in a way of, I'm sorry, I'm saying it backwards. I'm sorry. So iron sharpens iron, right? Iron sharpens iron in a way of where like it like okay, so you have two tools and you're sharpening it. What's happening is that you're making it sharper. So you're helping it in a sense. so as like I said, so a man sharpen the countenance of his friend, meaning this, you're literally helping out this person that that you love, or this person that's a friend, right? Because of course you will want your friends, the people that you love, to be on point, just like you are on point, and that's what's happening. Okay, that's what you are doing. So if you know some information that's going to benefit not just yourself, but everybody, I mean, but everybody else that that you care for and you love, you are going to put them on game. That's what's going to happen. You're going to make sure that they straight, that they good. Okay. I think the word is gatekeeping. You're not going to gatekeep. All right. You are going to make sure that they are good in every way possible. Well, also too, when you learn something, when you grow, you're going to make sure those around you, they grow as well. The Bible does say, know the men that you labor amongst. Let me see. Give me 1 second. All right. And this is Paul that said this in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 12. And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you. All right. So, once again, know them which labor amongst you. You want to know the people that you're dealing with, man. If you say that you go into war, right? For example, you go into war and you don't know the men that you fighting, next against. That's crazy to me. You want to make sure that you know these people that you're going to battle with, because these people, if you don't know them, you don't know what their intentions are. They may be setting you up. They may be trying to unalive you, or trying to betray you. You never know. You want to know the people that you deal with, so you have a better understanding of who they are. And you can't just call somebody your friend and you don't know anything about them. You don't know, their last name or what they do and how they live their life. Like, you have to know these things, because if you don't, I mean, this person could get you jammed up. All right. You want to know the people that you labor amongst. Okay. That's what you want to do. All right. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Also, too, I want to get just one last precept real quick. Um, this is going to be I think in the New Testament, Ecclesiastes 4 and 9. Yeah, I need that real quick. Yeah, so also too, like, once again, you got to know the people that you labor amongst. All right, you shouldn't be around anybody that you truly don't know. You can't call somebody a friend if you don't know nothing about them.
That's right.
That sounds absolutely insane. Like, how is this person your friend and you didn't know that they were on the run for unalive somebody, or the fact that they were plotting against you? Like, you got to know who this person is. And also too, you really want to start knowing who people really are, because lately I saw a story where uh uh this nanny was assaulting the children that she was watching. If you know what I mean. She was assaulting the children, and the parents did not do a background check on the nanny.
Right.
So this woman became a nanny, but was able to hide her record somehow. I don't know how exactly, but I'm looking for more details very soon. But anyway, this woman was able to persuade her way into becoming a nanny, and the family didn't know that she was a offender. All right. I got to say certain words because TikTok and all these other apps and channels and whatever. But she was a registered offender, and nobody knew
Right.
until the child said that, something was wrong with their body. All right. And the children went to go, I'm sorry, the parents checked out the child and found out that the child was being assaulted. And then later that woman, she had ended up in jail and she got fired, of course. But it's like, you really got to do your homework on people, man.
That's right.
I ain't saying you got to be in everybody's business, but know who you're dealing with.
Right.
If you're going to call somebody a friend, or if you're going to have some dealings with certain people, you got to know who you're dealing with. All right. But anyway, go ahead and read that out.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4.
No, Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, you were right, because Ecclesiasticus is in the Apocrypha. Go ahead.
Chapter 4, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Two are better than one.
Hmm?
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
No, I want you to read from the top again.
Verse 9. Two are better than one.
Right, two are better than one. Okay? In this context, this is talking about brotherhood. Two are better than one. Why is that? Keep going.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
Right, because they have a good reward with their labor, right? When you have brothers, right? And I mean, honestly, with brotherhood, you can get a lot of things done. All right? Imagine you building a house and it's just you. It may take a long time. But imagine if there's two brothers, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That work can be done in a faster time frame. But imagine also too, you got brothers, you have somebody else besides yourself to support you. And I'm going to explain why. Go ahead.
Verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
Right. So if one falls, the other one is going to lift up his fellow. So if you fall and it's just you by yourself, no one's going to catch you. You will fall. And also too, this is a precept that you want to understand, right? This is like a metaphor. All right. If you fall, who is going to be there to pick you up?
That's right.
So, for example, if you fall into depression, who's going to be there to pick you up? Because depression is a low state. So you fall into the ground is what? A low state. Okay? So if you fall, if you're depressed, if you are, down in your luck as far as paying your rent, paying your bills, I mean, I ain't saying, all your brothers are going to, pay all your bills for you. But I mean, you may just have somebody there to really help you. Like, hey, I'll loan you some money. Just when you get it back, just, send it to me. All right. No sweat. I got you. I know you good for it. I trust you. Hey, I got you. But if you fall and no one's there to pick you up, hey, like you are in a terrible spot. But I want you to read verse 10 again.
Verse 10. Mm-hmm. If they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
Right, but if you fall, the other one will lift up his fellow. So, like, if you fall, I'm going to catch you. Okay? When I see that you have an issue and a problem, I'm going to talk to you about it. I'm going to make sure that you don't fall into a rabbit hole of that problem. Okay? Because I'm not going to allow you to be depressed. I'm not going to allow you to have all these problems in front of me. I'm going to make sure as my brother, as my sister, that you are all right. You know what I mean? I'm going to ask you, hey, how you doing? Aquas, how you doing, sis? Oh, I'm survived, sir. I'm good. You sure? Well, yeah. I mean, what do you mean, sir? Well, I heard you on the phone, earlier. You didn't sound too happy. It sounded like you was going through something. You know what I mean? The way you was talking to, your family member or, X, Y, and Z, your child or your husband, so on and so forth. Or brother, you came in very quiet today and, you barely said, a shalom. Are you sure you're good? Yeah, sir. I'm just dealing with the X, Y, and Z. No sweat. Hey, let's talk about it. Okay, let's deal with it. Don't deal with your issues and stuff like that on your own, don't do that. Because what's going to happen is you are going to fall and no one's going to be able to pick you up. Go ahead.
That's right.
Go ahead.
But woe to him that is alone when he falleth.
Say that one more time, louder, please.
But woe unto him that is alone when he falls.
Yeah, but woe unto him that is alone when he falls, right? Is that correct?
Come.
Right. And the word woe is an old English, woe is an old English Quaker word. All right. So it's old English. It's an old English word that means destruction. All right. So destruction to the person who is alone and they fall because nobody's going to be able to pick them up. All right. No one's going to be there to rescue you. No one's going to be there to, help you in any type of way. If you are alone in your situations, alone in all your problems and struggles. All right. Also, too, for those who don't like asking for help, you better be careful. All right. Be very, very careful about that. Because how else are you going to get out of that place, that spot, if you don't ask for help? And there's nothing wrong with asking for help. There's nothing wrong with that. Just don't ask the wrong person for help. If you have people that you trust and that that you rock with, that that can possibly help you out, use those people.
Right.
Ain't it wrong with using people as long as you don't abuse them, but utilize the people that you have around you that are your so-called friends and family. All right. Ain't no wrong with asking for help because the Bible also said, don't be prideful. Because when you are prideful, it also says destruction comes before what?
A fall.
There you go. And then in this scripture, it says, woe to that person. Woe means destruction to the person who is alone and they fall. Both scriptures are hand in hand. Don't be prideful. Ain't no wrong with asking for help, man. All right. How else are you going to get out of that situation if you can't help yourself?
That's right.
In some cases, you can help yourself. Absolutely. But if you need help, ask for help, man.
That's right.
Ask for help. There's no issue with that. Unless you have an issue with that. And also, too, if you can't ask nobody for help, you are around the wrong people, period. And that's it. You don't have trustworthy people. You don't have true friendships or family, so to speak. All right. And your family doesn't always have to be your actual blood related. Because I got family. I got more family in the UPK than I do outside of the UPK.
That's right.
And I lean on them all the time. I ask for help all the time. Sometimes I'll be like, damn, I think I'm getting on your nerves, but I need some counsel. I'm trying to figure out how to handle this situation. Can you direct me in how to do it? And you know what? I don't feel ashamed about it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like, hey, I'm probably asking too much, but I don't ask a lot. But, either way, I still do it anyway because I know that my friends, my family are going to come through for me. Just like I do for them. All right? And that's what it is, man. And once again, know the people that you labor amongst, man. Know the people that you labor amongst. And also, too, put yourself in a situation to where you don't jam yourself up, to where you don't put nobody else in a tough spot either. All right? Be responsible. Hold yourself accountable. Don't fall. Because sometimes when you fall into your own bullcrap, BS, you may just have to lay in it.
That's right.
But of course, don't be silent about the issues and problems that you're having and that you're going through. Talk to somebody about it. Don't keep it all bottled in. Because we just talked about that earlier. That's going to hurt you in the long run. It may just hurt others as well. So, is that it on that?
Got a little more, sir.
You got it. Go ahead.
For he has not an other to help him up.
Say it again.
For he has not an other to help him up.
You want to say another.
And other to help him up.
Right. And he has not another to help him up. Right. That's because this person has fallen down on their own. And they fell to the point where they didn't ask for help. They didn't have nobody to help them. You want to be very careful about that, man. Okay. Once again, brotherhood is a weapon, but it's only a weapon if you utilize it.
That's right.
Anything can be a weapon as long as you utilize it, right? Okay. So brotherhood is a weapon. Sisterhood is a goddamn weapon as well.
That's right.
And you better utilize it when you need it. You ain't always gotta, fire off the shots every single time, but when you truly need it, use it. Use it. Okay? That's what you do. Use it when you need it. Don't just sit there and be like, oh yeah, brother's a weapon. And then we find out that, you ain't around anymore because you're depressed, because you're on drugs, because, X, Y, and Z happen. Like all these things happen, but how would anybody help you if you don't say nothing?
Right.
Woe unto you, because that's what's going to happen. You are going to hurt and destroy yourself in the process. All right. But that can all be avoided when you decide to let your brother and sister know what's going on so we can help you and come together. Because two is better than one.
That's right.
One is not better than anything. But two is better than one, but one by itself, yeah, you are going to fall.
That's right.
And, you might have to call life alert because I fall and I can't get up. That might just be you. So lock you. That may just be you. Right. You may be like, I fall and I can't get up. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you should you should let us know before you fell. Like, God damn, I don't know. But anyway, so with that being said, is that it on that? All right, with that being said, I mod you, which means to stand. Can you help me out with the camera, please? All right, the water warrior. Just keep going up until I say stop. Boom, perfect. That's perfect. The water. All right. ISUK security announcements. We got an ISUK. Start out 1 West. We got an ISUK. Start out 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Let me see here. Rules to new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to show themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to marry, to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, Malachi chapter 3, 8 through 10. It means 10th in the Hebrew, Mayashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the church department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation. We have Purim. Purim is February 23rd to the 24th. All right. Yeah, 23rd to 24th next year, coming up very soon. Then after that, we have Passover. Passover is April 20th. And then, we got something going on after that. All right. So if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. That being said, we are just going to get into the Lord's Prayer and then close it out. All right. All right. So imagine, which means to stand. Find out down, face the east. All right. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodah, Hayah, Shakah, Yahweh, Malach Waska, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baratasa, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanaw, Nakam, Ko, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kawakinaw, Kasalakinaw, Kawakinaw, Wala'ah, Taba'awanaw, Vanasaya 1, Abal, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kiyah, Lakah, Hamlakwa, Waha'ala, Wataparath, La'awalamu, Aman. In English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be the name,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come,
the kingdom
thy
come,
will be done
that will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us of our debts,
forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our
and
debtors,
we forgive our debtors,
and lead us not to temptation,
lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
God is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the
and
power,
the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Amen.
Amen.
All right. Sar, which means to turn in Hebrew. All right. In Israel. My Shabbat, Imagine. Barak, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, Yazamata. Courtesy salute for the sisters. Men in Israel. My Shabbat, Imagine. Barak, Yahweh, Shema, Gamba, Shem, Yahweh, Yazamata. Class dismissed. All right.